Hey guys, Mark here with another fragrance review. This time let's go into the celebrity game. This fragrance right here from R&B star Usher. Now, it's no secret I'm a huge fan of Usher's music. He's one of my favorite artists of all time. Man, in the 90s, Usher was poppin'. You know, when all my friends were listening to hip hop and stuff, bring the ladies over, pop in some Usher, and I'd be set, ready to go. Usher worked like a charm. Maybe that's why he's one of my favorite artists of all time. But either way, celebrity sense, well, just because I like his music doesn't mean it's going to correlate into the fragrance game. It doesn't mean I'm going to absolutely love the fragrance. Now, a lot of huge fragrance heads like myself, we tend to stay away or stray from celebrity scents, and for good reason. Most of them are flops, honestly, as far as fragrances go. But my job as a fragrance reviewer and as a fragrance head, I love delving into celebrity scents just to see if I can find a diamond in the rough. It does happen. There is a few celebrity scents out there that are actually decent. It's been a while since I've done a celebrity scent. I think the last time I reviewed one was 50 Cent's Power, which is actually decent. Go check out that review if you're into those kind of scents. Definitely 50 Cent's Power is actually not bad. Now today I'm going to be delving into Usher's initial launch here. This one called Usher He. It's also known as just simply Usher or Usher for Men. There's a lot of names, but the same fragrance. It's not to be confused with another release from Usher, which is Usher You Are, which I believe is a gray bottle. Now Usher's brand, a lot of these celebrity scents, usually either brands come up to them or their agent looks to find a brand that will license and distribute their fragrances. Usher's namesake has been sold to Elizabeth Arden, which is the parent company of course, the Usher brand in fragrances only. Which kind of tells me a little bit of the story. Like, I like to delve into fragrances like this just to see who the parent company is, who the noses are behind the fragrance. It'll tell you a little bit about what you're going to be getting in the bottle. Elizabeth Arden is one of those brands that's just like Coty, Avon. So it's really bottom of the barrel type of fragrances. You know, these are made to sell. That's it. You're not going to get some high quality stuff. Again, there is some exceptions to the rule. But something like this really doesn't evoke much confidence in the fragrance. Now, this fragrance right here was released back in 2007 as a pair with Usher She. You see the bottle right here? Yeah, this is my woman's fragrance here. She doesn't even touch this stuff. I think she wore it once. Terrible. I want to review that one actually. I want to sniff it out and review it on my channel if I can. So they were both, these two, the initial launch of Usher's fragrance brand. He actually has a total of 5 fragrances in his repertoire now. Nothing lately, I think. He's really busy as far as albums go, and he's got a TV show also. 3 of them are in the men's section. You got one here, you got another VIP here, and UR is the one that I don't actually have, the gray bottle. Parfumers, again, this is another thing that I like to delve into to see what kind of fragrance I'm going to be getting. It doesn't say the whole story, but you can take a look at them. The Parfumers is a 2-headed monster. We got Richard Herpin and Honorine Blanc. Now, Herpin and Blanc, their resume doesn't invoke confidence either. Herpin has done many celebrity scents. He has done actually Tim McGraw, some Tim McGraw scents, Halle Berry, Celine Dion fragrances, to name a few. And Honorine Blanc, her resume, which has done a few Bath and Body Works fragrances. We also fragrances for Beyonce, Britney Spears, Jennifer Lopez, and the Biebs. Yes, Justin Bieber. So looking at this, these 2 noses attached to this scent, and looking at their body of work, and with Arden backing this scent, I pretty much know what I'm going to be getting in this fragrance. I'm going to be getting really top-heavy celebrity scent, but I'm going to give it a chance. I love Usher, his music, great stuff. So we're going to see if this fragrance is actually buy, try, or pass. Now let's take a look at presentation. We'll go with bottle sizes first. Celebrity scents like this usually are pretty good at offering many bottle sizes. This one comes in a 1 ounce, 1.7, and a 3.4, which is this guy right here. Now for pricing, again, retail used to be 60 bucks for a big bottle like this. Definitely do not purchase this for 60 bucks. Online it varies. It goes from $10 to $35 American. This is a cheapie. If you look around, I wouldn't spend more than 10 to 20 bucks for this fragrance. That is a good price for this fragrance. Now let's take a look at the box and the bottle, of course. Now the box itself, as you can see, kind of has like I don't know, like a suede leather-like feel to it. It is embossed, Usher here. Eau de toilette, this is an EDT, I got the 100 ml. Now the UR here is Usher's signature. It doesn't mean that this is the UR bottle. You got some information back here and your barcode down here. So let's take a look at the bottle. Now the bottle itself kind of reminds me of the Green Irish Tweed type of bottles, you know, it kind of leaves marks on it. It has Usher in gray right here. You got a sticker at the bottom here. And in the back, same thing, just a whole bunch of marks. Now the cap itself is the interesting part of this fragrance, this bottle. First and foremost, there's some writing here at the top. And in the middle here, it actually moves. I'll put it on my finger here. This moves. It's actually, the design itself is actually from one of Usher's ring, apparently. It's a replica of the ring that Usher used to wear back in the day. And it goes back and forth like this, so it moves. And the sprayer itself on Usher, let's do a spray on my hand here. Actually pretty decent, not bad for a celebrity scent. So let's get into the review of Usher's Heat. Now let's delve into the notes of Usher's Heat. Let's go split screen, let's take a look at them. As you can see here, really fresh, invigorating notes here. Nothing too crazy, a lot of familiar faces. Now the major notes in Usher that I felt was this fragrance was a two-headed monster. We got the first head, which was lavender. This was a lavender bomb, and this was met with the violet leaf bomb. These two are your major facets in Usher's Heat. Now we got a couple secondary notes, mainly pepper to give it a little bit of kick. We got that suede note that apparently is supposed to be the major note in this fragrance. It's more of a secondary note, and you'll see why. We got musk and melon. Those are going to be your major notes in this fragrance, but again, it is a two-headed monster. So let's sniff out Usher. I'm going to spray this on my hand, give it a couple sprays here. I'm going to give it some time because this fragrance is kind of synthetic and really in your face right off the bat. The one thing that really comes out when you first smell Usher is this fragrance smells really familiar to me. If you're a fragrance head, it is going to come off familiar. It's going to smell like a lot of fragrance, dozens of fragrances you smelled before. Why? Because there's a lot of notes in this fragrance that are just generic. They've been out for a while. So right off the bat, Usher brings out many familiar scents to my nose. It truly smells like basically the Macy's men's fragrance counter. You know, when you just pass by it and it kind of gives you that whiff. Yeah, it's like really potent the first minute or two of this fragrance, definitely. So let it sit on your skin for a bit before smelling it. But really kind of smells like just passing by a fragrance counter with a lot of designer fragrances in the air. Now, what do I get? Well, Blanc and Herpin, the noses behind this fragrance, really used quite a few popular notes in the men's game. Kind of mashed them all together into this intro of Usher to bring out sales, to be honest. Really smells like a mass market smelling fragrance trying to sell. Now what does it actually smells like? Well, first thing that really hits my nose is that lavender violet leaf bomb. You can't miss it. That combo is going to stay with you until this scent dies. Really, these two are very potent in this scent, in the forefront, and that's all you're going to smell. They're both major factors. And in the forefront of this introduction, you know, you got that lavender and violet leaf kind of backing this scent up. In the forefront, you get a fruity blast. Now the fruity blast is mostly melon. That's what I'm getting from this fragrance. Lots of melon, a little bit of pineapple, just a bit, just a little tinge that all sit, of course, on that bed of lavender and violets. Now after a few minutes, you get a little bit of kick, which is nice because I was kind of hoping for something a little different. The pepper comes into play in this scent. That was a nice kick, and it gives it just enough to really give it something that it really lacked and needed. So actually, not a bad top note, to be honest. Really pleasant, easy to like. Again, mass market designer fragrance. So let's get into the dry down. Now, once this fragrance dries down on your skin a little bit, The violet, in my opinion, took over the fragrance in the dry down. It's matched by that synthetic like lavender. Now, lavender, you guys know, if lavender is poorly done, the fragrance is not going to do good on my channel. Sorry, lavender, really synthetic lavender, brings out home products like you know, like dishwashing liquid or stuff like that. That's what it's going to smell like, and I don't want to smell like that. The lavender in here, it's yet synthetic but tolerable to my nose. So actually, it's quite a feat. So it did well as far as a synthetic lavender goes. I can tolerate it, which is really good marks for Usher. It starts to warm up a bit in this dry down. You're going to lose those fruity aspects just a bit. They're still kicking around a bit, but they're starting to fade quite quickly. So it's going to warm up because those fruity scents are leaving. It starts giving way to those two big boys, the lavender and of course the violet leaf. And the suede starts kicking in now. Now the suede with the musk kind of kicks in. The pepper still plays a good role here to spice things up, and I'm happy it sticks around. It kind of started to smell at this stage. A few times it was reminding me when I was wearing this, it reminded me of Fierce by Abercrombie and Fitch. And it's because they use that same kind of musks in this dry down. You're going to see if you own this in Fierce, wear them both. You'll see there's a little bit of the same here. Now, some reviewers call this fragrance a leather-based or a suede-based fragrance. Even the box actually kind of feels like it's trying to invoke a leather-based fragrance. Honestly, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I disagree with that whole theme. Usher's, he never really gave me a leather boost. It doesn't smell like leather at all, honestly. It was more suede-like, but again, the suede at the same time felt like a secondary note to this lavender violet leaf bomb, which kept chugging on until the end of the fragrance. Now, suede's a secondary note. I would not call this a leather suede-based fragrance. I would call this a violet leaf lavender-based fragrance, to be honest with you guys. Very aromatic. Now, this fragrance lacks a solid backbone to it. I really felt like at the end of this fragrance, it kind of ended too quickly. The dry down is going to fade quickly on a lot of people's skin, including mine, and hence giving it poor longevity on my skin for the most part. Welcome to the overview on Usher's He. I'm going to let you guys know the good, the bad, and the ugly. And of course, it's a celebrity scent. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you guys. I'm going to tell you guys all the good stuff and all the bad stuff. Who should buy it, who shouldn't. So let's get into it. So the overview of Usher's He. If you're looking for something unique, if you're a frag head like myself, you're looking for something unique, you want something that's going to smell a little different from the other guy next to you, or a fragrance that's going to develop on your skin, that's going to keep you guessing from time to time, this is not it. This is a top-heavy scent. What you smell from the bottle is what you're going to get on your skin, basically. This doesn't change much. It's very much linear. It just basically smells like this in the first couple minutes, and then a couple hours later, it's just fading. That's all it's doing. It's a top-heavy scent to get sales. Now, on the flip side of the coin, it's a solid scent for a teenager. Somebody that's just starting out fragrances, a starter fragrance. All this is something that just smells nice, pleasant, you know. A really safe scent. A lot of people are going to enjoy this scent. Nobody's going to really go snoozer alert. No. It's inexpensive depending where you're going to purchase it. They'll purchase it at Macy's. I don't know if they still carry this, but they used to at like $60, $70 a pop. Don't do that. Hell no. This is a bargain bin fragrance. You can get it for 20 bucks. And of course it's very much linear. So guys, if you're a teenager, you're looking for a starter fragrance, there's a lot of fragrances that are up that alley that are 20 bucks or less. This is one of those. I think it's actually decent for a teenager or a starter fragrance. The great thing about these type of fragrances, the lavender, violet leaf bomb, or these notes are super versatile. These notes, you can wear them all seasons long. You can wear them in the fall, winter, summer, and spring. You can wear them at night. You can wear them during the day. You can wear them at work, school, going to a party. Wear this. After the gym, you can wear this. Going to school, it's not going to project that much. You can wear it. These are great for that. Very versatile fragrance. So if you're a teenager, looking for a signature scent, I can wear it all the time. This is one of those. Yeah. Nothing worth breaking the bank for. Again, like I was telling you guys, I don't know if Macy's still sells this, but at 60 bucks a pop for full retail, don't do it. No, it's worth it for the bargain bin price of 20 bucks. You can find it online for 20 bucks, definitely, even 10 bucks. So if that's your budget, this one's decent. If you're looking at around $10 to $25 for a fragrance, you're looking for something versatile, you're a teenager, it's one of your first fragrances, yeah, why not? You don't have to go Yves Saint Laurent, Christian Dior, Chanel. No, you can go with this. If that's your pricing, yeah, this one's actually decent. Why would you hate this fragrance? Well, linear. I really think that this is one of those fragrances that doesn't have much development to it. What you smell from the start is what you're going to get. I wish it had a little more oomph in the dry down. It really just faded away. Not unique, yes, that's a huge letdown as far as Usher goes. You're going to smell like the next guy beside you. This smells like a lot of different fragrances. A weak performance. Now that is one thing that I like to hit up on fragrances like this, especially when they're new in the game, just because they're selling them for full retail, $60, $70 for a full bottle of this stuff. That's not good. You don't want weak performance from a fragrance like this, especially at that price. Now 20 bucks, now it's starting to smell a little better to me. And synthetic, yes, it's a synthetic fragrance. So if you're in the journey of fragrances like I am, if you have this many bottles already, this is probably not up your alley. Of course not. Awards. Usher's He hasn't been in any of my top 20 lists. No, not as of yet. Group. This is an aromatic fragrance. Now let's take a look at recommended age for Usher. This has to be 30 and under. Mostly, I'm looking at all of you out there, the teenagers or somebody that's looking for a starter fragrance. This is right up your alley. Now, this is one of those fragrances that somebody 30 and older can wear. I wouldn't recommend it as being your signature scent, but for casual use, you know, something to spray on after the gym or something like that. Yeah, why not? It's one of those fragrances that's super versatile and anybody can really wear it. But honestly, this is more of a starter-based fragrance or for teenagers out there. 30 and under is really a good recommended age for this one. How many sprays you can wear? I go 5 sprays with this one. I go a little more liberal. 1 on the chest, 2 on the neck, 2 on the arms. I'm set. 5 sprays, good to go. Bottles, what does this remind me of? Well, it reminds me of a lot of fragrances. I'm going to give you guys a whole array of fragrances that this reminds me of, just because this is the type of fragrance it is. It reminds me of a lot of fragrances. It reminds me of Swiss Army by Swiss Army, the original that I used to wear back in high school. Very Sexy for Him by Victoria's Secret. Fierce by A&F. It really reminds me of the same type of musk used in the fragrances. They both have like a nice spicy kick, also the peppery kick. Both have that. So it kind of reminds me of that. Fierce is a much better fragrance than this, honestly, just because it lasts so much longer. Curve for Men, that lavender pineapple combo in both these fragrances really do remind me of them. And Cool Water, yes. So from all those bottles, it kind of reminds you, it kind of tells you the whole story about Usher and where it is in the fragrance game. Best time to wear this fragrance, guys. This is highly versatile, day or night, but mostly if I had to wear this, just give you one. Best time to wear it, daily use, baby. At work or at school. It's one of those fragrances that'll be like your signature almost. You know, you'll shower in the morning, spray a little bit of Usher, and go to school. That's the type of fragrance this is basically it. Compliment factor, again guys, I don't sugarcoat in my fragrance reviews. I'm going to tell you how it is because I've worn it, and I've worn it a lot. Compliment factor, I'm not going to lie, it's high. The first few hours, I would say from hour 1 to 3, where performance is actually good with this fragrance, it's high. Compliment factors galore. Again, fragrances, it doesn't really matter what you wear, guys. You know, if you're wearing Usher and it's you wearing it and you're confident about yourself, you're going to get compliments. Women are going to love what you're wearing. It doesn't matter if you're wearing Usher or you're wearing one of these Tom Ford private blends. You wear it, you make it the way it is, and you are going to get compliments. This one kind of goes to show you. Just because it's not going to get good scores from me, it's still getting compliments. In the first few hours, after hour 3, I got no compliments with this fragrance. From hour 3 on, no. The first few hours, yes, I did get a few compliments, and it's actually pretty high as far as compliment factor. So depends where you are in your journey. If compliment factor is a huge thing for you, this is a pretty good one. For me, I get a compliment, I get one. If not, I enjoy fragrances for myself. And that goes to my 2 cents. As a scent head, I'm going to be completely honest with you, as I always am. Would I personally wear this now, after my whole journey in fragrances? Of course not, no. Why? Well, the reason is it's lack of longevity and projection in this fragrance. For the price that they're asking, that's a no-go. Lack of unique notes, again. I've smelled so many fragrances. I wear fragrances mostly for myself, and I want to be on this journey, and this is giving me no journey. It's very much top heavy, and it's just one of those fragrances that just smells better than nothing at all. That's it. That's one of those fragrances that you just throw on. Now, old school Mark. Would I wear this in high school, not knowing what I know about fragrances now today? Yeah, hell yeah. Why not? Doesn't break the bank. It's $20 and cheaper. It's very familiar scent. Pretty sure young girls are gonna love this stuff. And it's versatile as hell. I can wear it, I'm gonna wear it at school. Hey, I go to the gym. I'm gonna wear it after that. Go to a party. I'm gonna wear this. Super versatile. It's easy on the nose, and it kind of reminds me of a Swiss Army and I wore that in high school. And Swiss Army is a bargain bin fragrance, so it highly reminds me of that kind of fragrance. It's just not for me anymore. It all depends where you are in your journey. So let's get to the rating system. Let's go split screen, and I'm gonna give you guys a score on Usher. So projection. Unfortunately, this is one of those fragrances that's not going to project that much. 2 bottles out of 10. Very weak as far as projection goes. First couple hours, it's going to project. After that, it's going to die. Longevity, again, very poor. 3 bottles out of 10. 1 to 5 hours. Now, there's certain times I wore this, it actually kicked the 5-hour mark, but not often enough that I could put it in there that it's, 4 to 8 hour fragrance. No, most of the time when wearing this, 1 to 3 hours, honestly, but 1 to 5 is a good gauge on this one for longevity. Versatility, hey, this is high. 9 out of 10. This is perfect for a teenager out there. You can wear it all the time, day, night, school, work, dates, yeah. Going to the pool hall, why not? Overall smell, good intro, subpar dry down, 5. Stereotypical fragrance. It doesn't smell bad, so I'm gonna give it a 5. Nothing too crazy here. Seasons, mostly if I had to wear it, again, it's versatile as hell. You can wear it almost all seasons, but mostly spring and fall. This kind of lavender, violet leaf really works in the spring and then in the fall. Really, really good for those seasons. Overall, Usher's, he's going to get a score of a 4 bottles out of 10. Now this goes to buy, try, or pass. Now for the younger crowd out there, this is a definite try. For my true fragrance heads that love watching my videos and have more than a dozen bottles in their collection, this ain't new to you. So I definitely recommend you to just pass on this one. This is nothing new in the game. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed Usher's Heat, and I'll see you guys later.